a couple of looks featuring the Glamlite Red Velvet Cupcake palette. I've been kind of obsessed with this palette lately, so I kind of wanted to do a couple of looks for you guys in this video to give you guys some ideas, inspiration, whatever. These are also the first times that I'm doing these looks with you guys because I'm still testing out this palette. I've just been kind of obsessed with this palette lately. I was going to test out this palette along with the Nabla palette, but I've just been using this palette the past few days because I've been loving it. So I originally wasn't too sure like how I was going to be inspired by this palette, how I was going to put looks together, because there's not too many deepening shades in this. But as I've been using the palette more, I've been kind of getting more inspired. I feel like that's always what happens when you actually start using the palettes. It's like, oh, you get like so many ideas. So today what I want to do is like more of like a purpley lavender look, and I kind of want to use some of those shades today. So I want to stick with like this lavender shade. This is pretty much the only matte I haven't used yet. I pretty much have used all the other mattes in the palette. And then I want to use this color, and then I'm either going to do this one all over the lid or this one all over the lid, but I think I'm going to do this one because I think I'm going to pop that one on the inner corner. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to start out with the shade Confection. So I'm just going to use that, and I'm going to pop that in my crease area. So I'm just going to take that, and I'm just going to use my trusty dusty ColourPop brush. I've been loving this brush so much, you guys. So I pretty much use this every time I do my makeup now because it's just like such a super soft, easy brush to really get the color on the way that I want it. And it blends out the colors like so nicely. And this brush is like the softest brush I've ever used. Like, and I don't want to keep on like tooting ColourPop's horn, but honestly their brushes are like pretty damn good. So I'm just gonna start with blending this out in the crease. I haven't really been excited by ColourPop's recent launches though, and I think a lot of people haven't been. I'm kind of getting over like these quads and 5 pans that they keep on releasing. Honestly, it's kind of getting a little bit repetitive and annoying at this point, and I think a lot of people feel that way because when they do these 5 pans and 4 pan palettes, they end up being like really costly and more expensive than their like bigger palettes, and you get like way more shades and you only pay like a few more dollars for them. So the fact that their 5 pans and their 4 pans are like $12 to almost $14, it's like not really worth it when you can get a 9 pan palette for $16. It's like I just don't really know what they're doing. So I'm just going to blend this shade out. I'm mostly just going to be concentrating on the eye looks. And then I'll show you guys what I use on my face at the end. But I'm mostly just going to be doing the eye looks on camera so we don't waste too much time and spend too much time taking up time filming, because then the videos will be too long. I don't know why this one on this side is taking me longer to blend out than on the other side. So I'm just going to finish blending it out. Okay, so far that color is so pretty. So now I've officially used all the mattes in the palette, and I have to say these are probably my favorite mattes I've used from them. They are just so buttery smooth and so easy to blend out, but they're pigmented but buildable. Like they're not like, oh my god, so pigmented that they're hard to blend out. They're just like so easy to use, and that's why I love their formula, because they make color easy to use. And then I'm going to use this shade right here, which is called Super Moist. I don't know if I want to put Cupcake Heaven, and you know what? I think I'm going to use that one to define the crease because I think that'll be a pretty shade. And it's a little bit darker than the shade that we put in the crease, so I think they'll work well together. Because originally I was just going to do the... Yeah, that's super pretty. I was just going to do Super Moist in the defining area and just use that. But I think that probably would have been even more intense. So I kind of want to use this one just to layer it. And not be too intense purple. You know what I mean? We're kind of going for like a lavender purplish look. I think it's better if I use this one. And then we can use more shades that way too. Yeah, that's really pretty. I love that together. Yes. Okay, and then for the, hold on one second. I'm trying to drink as much water as possible lately, especially in the summertime. I'm going to take this shade, like I said, called Super Moist, and I'm going to use that on the outer corners. So I'm just going to use that. I'm a little bit tired today. I didn't get the greatest sleep last night. I think it's just because I'm stressed out right now. And also I've been having like quite a bit of sugar at night. And also I've been eating like cake lately too. It's just like because I've just been a little bit depressed about, you know, losing Liz and everything. So like I've just been kind of binge eating with my boyfriend. But I realize that I am. It's just like it's just been making me feel better, but at the same time like I'm eating too much sugar at night right now, so I gotta like kind of cut it down a little bit. But candy's so good, man. And we've been watching Harry Potter together every night because HBO Max actually released all the movies exclusively on their app for only this month. So me and Josh have just been marathoning them because he told me that he never actually watched all of them really, even though I lent him the DVDs like years ago, like yeah, when we still used DVDs. Now we just use apps for everything, and it makes it so convenient to watch the movies right now because it's just on HBO Max. So we're on movie 5 right now. We just finished 4 last night. So we're officially halfway through. So we're going to watch movie 5 today, Order of the Phoenix. And then I have to work all weekend. So then we'll finish it next week, hopefully. Next week is going to be kind of a very busy week for me because of everything going on with Liz and everything. So can't really give too many details right now, but just, you know, memorials for her, basically. Okay, so I'm just going to finish blending that out off camera. Okay, and then for the lid shade, like I said, I'm going to go into the shade called Dazzling. It's a pretty deep purpley shimmer, so we'll see how it is. But it kind of looks more like a violet purple on my lid. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Oh, that's perfect. I thought it was going to be like hella purple, but that's really pretty. Oh my god, their shimmers are just so good. They're just so easy to use. Like, everything is so easy to use. Like, nothing takes too much work. It's just like, it applies. I'm done. Like, basically, that's it. Like, that's so pretty. I love it. I love their formula. And at first, I was like, oh, when I was looking at it, I'm like, there's really not too much red in here. And then it's like, wow, you can actually do quite a bit with this palette. And I'm kind of like changing my tune about it. I'm like, I don't know why they didn't put more red in here, but I'm like, these colors are so damn pretty together. So I'm kind of like, okay, now I kind of understand why they did these. Some people were like, I don't really understand the color scheme. Why didn't they put more red? But once you like own the palette, I kind of get it. It makes it more fun, like, to put these looks together, you know? Oh, that's so pretty. Yes. Trying to get it on the inner part. Just need a little bit more here. But I also like that the shimmers are like more buildable and just like stick to the lid really nicely. And they have like this sparkly formula, but there's like no glitter fallout. It's just so pretty. So I'm just gonna finish blending out the crease and stuff off camera just to touch it up a little bit, and I'm gonna pop on a brow bone highlight, and then we'll come back and do the lower lash line. Okay, so I went ahead and did my base. I used the MAC Fix Plus Cucumber as usual and my NYX Marshmallow Primer. And then for my foundation, I used my Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Hydrator. I've been absolutely obsessed with this product, and I'm in the shade 10 Ultra Fair. This has been my favorite tinted moisturizer this month. I love it. It just makes my skin look amazing, and it's so comfortable, and I've been obsessed with it. And then I used the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, which is also one of my favorites, in the shade Fair Warm. And then I just set my face with my Wet n Wild powder and just my under eyes with my Becca Hydra Mist powder. And now we're going to go into the lower lash line. So I was kind of torn as to what color I want to use, but I think I'm just going to use this shade Confection, and I'm going to use that on my lower lash line. I don't know why I keep on saying that, so weird. Confection. I'm just going to take that, and that looks really pretty. Okay, I'm really, really loving this palette. It's just so pretty. Oh my god, can I not get eyeshadow in my eye? Why does it look so cloudy out again? I don't know if it's supposed to rain today or not. I'm going to do the same on this eye. So I've been watching, I finished Bridgerton a couple days ago, and that was really good. I finally committed to watching something, because you guys, if you didn't know, I said in like a couple of my last videos that I was having a tough time trying to commit to a show. It gives me anxiety just committing to a show, and it also gives me anxiety not finishing a show, or it takes me a long time to finish a show. So I was like, let me pick shows that like only have 1 or 2 seasons right now. But then there's also the dilemma of those shows where they leave you on such a cliffhanger that like you can't wait till the next one, the next season, that it's like, well, then you're stuck in a rock and a hard place of, do I want to watch a shorter show that doesn't take as long to finish, or do I want to watch something that has like 10 seasons and I can't get enough of it because it has a lot of material to keep me occupied for a while. Okay, and then for the inner corners, I'm going to use this shade called Cake Mix. I saw Angelica Nyquist use this one on her inner corners in her video. And I loved the look that she did too. But I think that this shade will be pretty on the inner corners, so just like how she used it too. And that is really, really pretty. I don't know if I'm going to use purple liner today too. I don't know if that's a little bit too much. I was thinking about using a white liner instead. I think it'll make the eyes pop more. But also the purple that I have is not really like the same color as this. It's like a deeper purple, like a grape purple. So I feel like that would go pretty well with this too. So yeah, we'll see. It's so pretty though. It's just taking a little while to build up for some reason, but it's really pretty. Okay, and then I'm just going to do my mascara and stuff and everything else off camera, and then we'll come back and show you the final look. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I really love how this look turned out. I think these purples are beautiful. I think it's kind of a more approachable way to use purples because they're not very like super purpley. They're kind of more like pastel purples. So yeah, I really have been enjoying the colors in this palette, and I think that these purples are gorgeous. I love this Dazzle shade on the lid and the matte shades, the lavender confection color. Oh my god, so pretty. So sorry, my boyfriend was texting me, but yeah, so stay tuned for look number 2 tomorrow. I'm just going to be doing 2 looks in this one, not 3, because I am going to be having a first impressions video up before this anyway. But yeah, really have been enjoying it a lot. And then for the rest of my face, obviously I primed my lashes with my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. And then I went in with my Maybelline Sky High Mascara on the top lashes. And then the Lash Discovery, of course, on the bottom. And then I just used my white NYX liner on my waterline. And then for bronzer, I used my Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dolce. You guys know I love this. And then for blush, I used my Flower Beauty Flower Pots Powder Blush in the shade Sweet Pea. I haven't whipped this out in a while, and I kind of wanted like a soft pink blush today. So pretty. And then for highlight, I used my Kaleidos Lo-Fi Duo Blusher, and I used the shade Bloom, which is this shade right here. And then I just set my face with my Flower Beauty spray. So I used the blush and the spray. And then for my brows, I just brushed them through with a spoolie and then used my ColourPop Clear Brow Boss Gel. And then for my lips, I used the Becca Ultimate Lipstick Love lipstick in the shade Sugar. I was going to use like a purpley lipstick, but I was like, I thought that would just be too much purple. So I just went with a nude lipstick. And yeah, I really love how this look turned out. And yeah, join me for look number 2 tomorrow. Bye. Okay, so hey guys, so it's time for look number 2 today. I thought there was like a truck going up my driveway or something, so I wasn't sure if the dogs were gonna start barking. Did I just do that? No, I didn't. Okay, so for today, I'm gonna go for like a reddish purple look because it is Pride weekend at my store. So we are all sporting Pride shirts today. I got this shirt at Lucky a couple days ago, so I'm wearing this today. This is so freaking comfortable. I think it's super cute. I really, really like it. And I just really liked the white one that said Born Lucky. I think it's so cute. So I'm going to go for some of the like, you know, reddish purpley tones today. I'm not sure what shade I want to start with, though. I'm not sure if this shade is going to be too dark. I might want to start with Buttery, so I think I'm going to start with a matte one and just build from there, I guess. I don't really know. I'm not sure if this shade's going to be too pinky, but it is so pretty, so we're just going to use it. I'm going to go over it with the red anyway. I think it'll be a good base shade to start with. So I couldn't really like wear out the look that I wore yesterday too long because my boyfriend ended up not feeling well. I got to his house and basically he said he wasn't feeling great. So I went back to my town after like not even an hour of being there, and I went and got a pedicure. Because I was like, well, I'm not just going to go home, so I figured just to go get my toes done. And then I, you know, came home and me and my mom ordered Cheesecake Factory, so that was kind of nice. And then I finished, and then we watched Luca on Disney Plus. I think it came out, like, I think it came out yesterday. Or the day before, but it would make more sense if it came out on a Friday night, and we literally watched it the day it came out, I'm pretty sure. And it was really cute. I really liked it. The animation was amazing, and it was really, really cute. I liked it a lot. Okay, and then for my defining shade, I'm gonna go into the red, which is called Red Velvet. Obviously, that's what this whole palette is based around, is Red Velvet. So this shade is so beautiful, and it's super duper pigmented. But the thing that I love about Glamlite is that their formula is so blendable that it's like, it's first like really pigmented when you pick it up, and then it blends out. So like, look how easily that blended out. It just makes color easy and approachable, and that's why I love their formula. Because it really just makes color easy to work with. That's why I was really enjoying the purples yesterday, and I'm kind of doing red looks and pink looks and purple looks. So I'm trying to get more water because your girl was busy earlier trying to do stuff before work. So I'm just busy buffing this out, and it looks super pretty. I love it. And then I'm going to do the purple on the outer corners. I saw in Angelica Nequis's video of a look with this palette that she said that the purple wasn't really playing that nice with the red, but I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. I think the purple is gonna layer kind of nicely. So let's see. So I'm gonna dip into Super Moist again. I used this shade yesterday, and I'm going, yeah, that looks pretty pigmented. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, that's pretty. Yes. That actually blends really nicely together. I don't know if it was because she took the red in the whole crease that it wasn't really blending that great, but I think that this looks gorgeous over it. I really like it. I don't know if this look really goes with my whole Pride vibe, but I like it. I think it looks really pretty. I think I'm just going to do a purple liner on the lower lash line so the look isn't too intense, because this look is already going to be a little bit intense anyway. And I am super hella tired, you guys. I haven't really been sleeping that great the past couple of days. Just like everything's been really, really stressful. Lately, I've been kind of not having any like downtime. I mean, I had downtime yesterday, but I was supposed to be hanging out with my boyfriend last night. So it kind of just stressed me out that I couldn't spend time with him. So yeah, it is what it is. So I'm just going to finish blending that out. Then we're just going to put on some NYX Pigment Primer. Okay, and then for the lid shade, I'm going to go into the shade Kisses right here. And we're going to use that all over my lid. I haven't used this one yet. I think that this one's a little bit more of like a muted purple, so it won't be like as intense. And I think that is beautiful. Oh, yes. Taking a little bit of building, but that's okay. That's what Glamlite shimmers are. They're kind of sheer when you first put them on, and then you can build them up to be like your desired pigment, and I think that is super pretty. I wasn't sure like how well this look was gonna go with my shirt, but I actually really like it. Super pretty. And Pride can be any color of the rainbow anyway, so we're doing purple and red today. This night is heating up. Raise hell and turn it up. Gonna keep on applying it. And then I'm going to go off camera and do my face. And then hopefully we have enough time to come back and do the rest of my eyes. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Such a pretty color. Okay, you guys, so basically all I'm going to do for my lower lash line is I'm going to pop on this purple liner from Marc Jacobs. It's called Grapevine. And I'm just going to put that on because I'm not going to smudge anything on the lower lash line because I didn't want it to be too bold on the bottom. So just adding a colorful liner adds like that pop that I need. And red and purple I don't know, I could have added purple, but like, I don't really have the time right now, so just adding a purple liner basically does the same thing. Why is this so hard to apply right now? You know, people did say that these liners dry out really, really fast, so I went ahead and did my base. I'm basically wearing a full face of Pat McGrath. I'm wearing the Skin Fetish foundation, I'm wearing the concealer, and I'm wearing her powder. All Sublime Perfection in like the lightest shade. And then I'm just wearing my MAC Fix Plus and my Milk Makeup Primer. Okay, and then for the inner corners, I'm just going to take, obviously, the palette again. And I think I'm just going to add the gold to the inner corners because I really want, like, just a light pop. I don't really want the purple shade again. I'm just going to take my brush. Oh my god, everything is always a freaking mess here, like, all the time. Like, 10 million tissues everywhere. Oh my god. And I get, like, my computer gets full of makeup. Like, not liquid products, but, like, so much, like, eyeshadow that I brush off. It gets all over my computer. I'm just gonna pop that here. How many times do I have to dip this in here? That's why I like ColourPop shades a little bit more, because Glamlite's shimmers are a little bit more sheer, so it takes like more building. They're still gorgeous, but like with ColourPop shades, I can just pop it on my inner corners like 1, 2, 3, and it's like already there. Not to say that these aren't stunning, but yeah. Just takes a little bit more work. I just literally like scrape the shit out of the pan. Okay, and that's pretty much it for that. Okay guys, so I am back home from work and I wanted to tell you guys what I used. So for my face, like I said, I used the MAC Fix Plus Cucumber Primer and the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which is usually the go-to combo for work for me because I love those two together. Then I used, like I said, the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Foundation, and then I paired it with the coinciding concealer. I love these two together. They just look beautiful on the skin. I'm in the shade Light 1 in the foundation, and I'm in the shade L1 in the concealer, and then I just set my face with my Dior powder, which I freaking love. And then for mascara, I just went in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, and then I used my Urban Decay Lash Freak on the top lashes, and then my Lash Discovery by L'Oreal on the bottom. And then for bronzer, I just set with the Dior powder, of course, and then I used my Gucci bronzer in the shade 01. And then for my blush, for some reason I decided to use this today. I mean, I don't know if it exactly went with this look, but I'm kind of feeling it. So I used the Animal Crossing ColourPop blush in the shade Flower Tender. I probably should have used the pink one for this one, but I kind of like how it looks. I think it looks pretty. And then for the highlight, since I was wearing my Pride shirt earlier, I used the Lele Posh Cosmetics Pride highlighter. I freaking love this. This is so gorgeous. So I wanted to show my Pride and use that as my highlight. And then for my lips, I used the Oh Snap liner from ColourPop and then the Trinity liquid lipstick from Lime Crime. And I'm really liking how this look turned out. I don't know if I should add a little bit of pink instead of, you know what, maybe I should add pink instead of the orange here. So let's just blur this out a little bit with a sponge. I'm just going to apply Divine Rose from Pat McGrath, and I'm just going to put that over this because I just feel like this is a little bit orangey for this look. And then we should be good. Yeah, that's definitely better. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. These blushes like layer so nicely from Pat McGrath. Oh, they're so damn pretty. It might be a little bit too pigmented, but you know what? We're going out for the first time in forever, so why not make it a little bit more dramatic, you know? I think that's super pretty. Kind of made it like a reddish orangey color. And I'm digging it. I like that a lot. All right, so that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. Sorry if the cheeks are a little bit too harsh for some people, but I really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the 2 looks featuring the Glamlite Red Velvet Palette. I really have been loving this palette. It's so pretty. I think that these eyeshadows blend beautifully. I think that these are the best mattes that I've used from Glamlite. I think that they're phenomenal. I'm getting like pieces of eyeshadow everywhere, so let me just not blow that everywhere. But yeah, it's kind of like flaking a little bit in the pan. But literally, these are gorgeous. So I highly recommend this palette. I highly recommend Glamlite. If you guys are into like the super bulky packaging that they usually have, because they have like a lot of like the food themed palettes that are a little bit big and kind of like not everybody's taste, I feel like hopefully they're starting to transition into more palettes like this and making like smaller versions, because like I feel like more people are into that. But these mattes are phenomenal. The shimmers are gorgeous. I really am enjoying this palette a lot more than I thought. I mean, I knew I was going to love it because Glamlite's already a formula that I freaking love. But the color combos I've been doing with it, I love this red and purple look. It's so pretty. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. So I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CPW819. And check out my Poshmark at the same handle at CPW819. And I love you guys. Bye.